Welcome to Girl Talk. You know, it's always a good sign when we come in laughing, so we're already having fun
here.
We haven't even gotten started. You may recognize this gorgeous set. We always love coming to Bella Domicile, and it's not just because of the coffee and the goodies, but it's a lovely place to film and a really wonderful team, and we're really looking forward to today's content, not only for our own learning, but I'm excited for you at home to learn about a really special campaign that these folks are doing. They're wonderful at designing kitchens and baths, but they're actually going under a special 2016 campaign to give back to charities and folks in the community. So
they're always doing something like that. Every time we come here, they're on a mission to
help out,
improve lives. Yeah, and they're
making
so generous.
homes more beautiful and making the community more beautiful. They're really some special people. So we're gonna chat with Abby, who you haven't seen yet. We've been begging for her to come on the show with us, and we finally have, we've broken her down over the last year or so maybe, and she's gonna be on today and sharing about that campaign.
Abby's the one that sort of helps get us coordinated and in the door and in front of this camera.
Yeah, and if you're on our Facebook page, she's the one snapping all of the pictures every time we're here.
She's good at that.
Never fails.
Capturing the moments.
Yes.
So that'll be really special. I look forward to it. We've got some other guests, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But first, I wanted to talk about a totally different subject. I want to see if you guys know anything about this. So every morning, my intelligent self reads different things on Facebook. This is where I get my news. It's not the only place, but you know, I'm not the only one, right? Back me up here.
Oh no, at least a half an hour before I get out of bed. Scrolling.
Thank you.
Scrolling.
I'm still the holdout.
Janet is the holdout, but we'll forgive her. We'll just talk about her on Facebook. No, I'm just teasing. But one of the things I was reading about, so one of my friends is going to Disney, and I'm really excited for her to go. She's bringing the whole family. She's got 3 kids.
Okay.
So it'll be quite the trip.
Yeah.
But did you know that it is an incredibly intense process to be a Disney princess?
No idea.
I mean, what are you interviewing?
To be one, to like be actually in Disney and be one of the princesses, like it's an incredible. So there are like 14 requirements. I won't go through all 14, but one is you have to be within like 3 inches of a certain height requirement. They will not accept you if you are under 5'4" or over 5'7".
The ideal princess height.
I'm there.
The ideal princess height.
Continue.
You also have to know everything about your character. So if somebody comes and talks to you and asks you a question, you have to know the answer at the drop of a hat. So the audition process is pretty intense.
What does the princess get at Starbucks?
Things of that nature. You also cannot make any mention to being friends with any characters that are not Disney. So, for example, Cinderella cannot know SpongeBob SquarePants. And if you don't know that in the audition process,
You're out.
you're out.
Oh my
So
gosh.
all these really interesting
I
things.
feel like I have a new calling.
So,
I gotta go.
this could be it. So look it up. I find it very fascinating. There's all kinds of different
is
things
really
you need to know
That is interesting.
to be a Disney princess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you totally embark on this character and live it. You have to.
Yes. And
really fun.
if you are a Disney
I was
princess,
Pocahontas a lot when I was younger.
she's a shoo-in. But you also can't talk about it outside of work. So that's another one.
Okay, now she's out.
Now you're out. That's it.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's very secretive. You know, you got to be in character at work and not talk about it outside of work. Look it up. It's really interesting. But we'll talk more about that later. We've got a lot more show for you. We're going to talk fitness, and we're going to talk about these fabulous dresses that we're wearing from Maze of Me Boutique. That's actually next, coming up on Girl Talk. Stick around.
And welcome back to Girl Talk. So you've been invited to a special event, and while your date's wondering whether there'll be an open bar, we are wondering what the heck to wear to the event.
Is Elise your date by chance?
That's me.
Well, do not despair. There is help on the way, and that help is Casey Plash. She's with Maze of Me Dress Boutique over in Hilldale. Thanks for coming in today, Casey.
Yes, thank you so much, Janet, for having me back.
Not only did Casey come in, but she outfitted us today in these lovely dresses that we're wearing. Just a
I
little,
did. Well, you sort of outfitted yourself too. So we're
Yes.
getting to this.
It was a team effort.
It was a team
Yes.
effort. So
So Casey, what's the best way to go about choosing a dress? You said you've been getting a lot of customers asking about weddings that are coming up this spring.
we have. So I always try to bring here what we're getting asked the most, and every day right now we have been getting both spring brides, bridesmaids, and also people who are just looking forward to going to a wedding for a family or friend, which I'm actually really surprised because it is only January, but so that's what we're getting asked the most, so that's what we're going to talk about. So we've outfitted you today in what would be appropriate to wear to a wedding, or also as bridesmaids. It is the growing trend to do mismatched bridesmaid, and it's a little bit more casual, so no longer the long dress, not so formal.
The gowns.
Most important, something that you can wear again.
Again, I know that's so nice when people think of that, when brides think of it. Granted, it's your big day. You know, we'll put up with you if we can never wear it again, and we're in something that looks like a wedding cake. But it's so lovely when you can wear that dress again, and something like this. So let's talk a little bit about bridesmaid dress options. So this, you're saying, could actually be something that you could do for bridesmaids.
Absolutely. So the two colors that, if you read a magazine right now, you know, would be defined as the trend for spring bridal are going to be blush and navy, actually. And I feel like they pair really well together. Blush or nudes are not a color that look great on everyone, especially if you're coming into early spring and you know people don't quite have a tan yet. So
Right.
I think it's really nice.
I tried
to,
one on.
Yeah.
I think she's looking at me for a reason.
Well, me too. So you and me are in red
tights
at
the
least.
last 3 weeks.
But
There's a reason.
Yeah, so it can be really nice to use an accent color, and that can be carried throughout your wedding as well. So also just the styles in general. You know, you don't have to be so confined
Matchy-matchy.
to so matchy-matchy,
Yeah.
and everyone has different body types no matter if you're the same size. So it's really nice to be able to offer just a little variance in style per dress.
I kind of like the idea of doing that, of, you know, we're all a little bit different, but we coordinate, and I just think that's great to not always have to have the, you know, cookie cutter, everyone in the line looks the same.
Right.
I have one of those bridesmaid dresses in my closet, and every time I look at it, it's like I want to wear that, but I have nowhere to wear it to. Isn't it nice that you can reuse that special day? I mean, over
Right,
and over
and our
again.
dress prices being, you know, average, I think out of these, the most expensive is like $168.
Oh
So
my gosh.
it's not in
That's a
the
blessing.
multiple hundreds, and like Elise said, ending up just sitting in your closet.
Yeah.
So Casey, what do you have for that client that maybe is doing like a destination wedding or maybe a vow renewal?
Yeah, absolutely. So even when we opened last June, as I was telling you in the story yesterday, we got bridal clients every day, which is really cool that we can offer them an option. Not all the bridal stores have that, just a little bit more casual. You know, we do specialize in T-length, so something that they can sort of pack up and
Wait,
take
what did
with.
you say?
T-length. So just a little past the knee, but we do have
Okay.
to the knee as
Now
well.
I'm on it.
So, yeah, so that's
Definitely
you know something that you can go. You were just asking like to a beach or even something more in the country. You know, barn weddings were the primary question that we got last year, and we definitely have a lot that are
Huge.
are
Right.
great for that. But
Did
you're
you say
still going to
barn?
look like a barn.
Barn, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So #1 question we've been asked is barn wedding appropriate.
Interesting.
It's like that's
So
like
this
my
is a
entire like
trend.
romantic and maybe flowy or
Exactly, but something that's practical.
and doesn't scream.
Ballroom.
This is my
Right. Yeah.
And you always do such a good job of, you know, kind of keeping the person's style in mind. I mean, these guys are really helpful when you go in, and you can kind of see we've really stayed within our own sort of tastes, but got some very, you know,
Right, and that's what's so
coordinating
fun about the
dresses.
mismatched bridesmaid is that you can actually keep within each of their tastes. I mean, they're your friends, so you want them to have
Feel
something.
comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
And I loved what you said. I read an article recently that said, where you said, you don't just find something that works for people, you'll find something that you are really excited about wearing to the event.
Absolutely, that's the most important.
And it doesn't take you 25 tries, really. I mean, every time I've come in and been looking for a dress, I'll, you know, try on a couple that I like, and then, you know, third or fourth one, I love it, and that's the one.
I only giggle because I did try 25 odd, only because I love 25. Like I needed to try them
Well, that's
all
fun
on.
too, and I will
You
never
can
stop
do that,
anyone from
right.
doing that.
Alrighty, well, we're out of time today, Casey. Check out Mesa Mead over in Hilldale Mall in that newer section, real cool area. We'll be right back with more Girl Talk right after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are sitting here in the always fabulous Bella Domicile, one of the beautiful kitchens that they have here in their showroom. We're on Nesbitt Road. And we're going to chat with them in just a little while about some wonderful things, as usual. I'm excited to have Miss Abby on. How about you?
I am. Abby's definitely one of the leaders here that makes all of this happen and invites us back. So
Yes.
it'll be nice to have her actually in front of the camera.
And she makes a mean cup of joe.
And some good brownies
Yeah.
and cookies and muffins. But
I know, but we need to stay on track because it's New Year's resolution time.
and we're talking fitness
And we're
next.
talking fitness. So we're very excited to see Miss DC, who joins us from Orange Theory Fitness, and we're so pleased to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So we have gotten to chat with several wonderful folks from Orange Theory. I keep hearing just great things about this gym and the results that people are getting from working out with you guys.
Yeah.
So perfect timing, New Year's resolutions. People are making them and hopefully
Yeah.
keeping them.
Hopefully.
So let's just start with the basics. Talk about Orange Theory Fitness for people who haven't heard of it yet and kind of what makes you guys special.
Okay, we're a 1 hour workout, total body workout. It's half endurance, half strength and power. Halfway through we flip you to ensure that you get a nice mix of everything. Not everybody wants to stay on a treadmill for an hour and stuff like that.
Right.
The really cool thing is you wear a heart rate monitor and you see your stats live on a TV screen, so you know exactly where you're at the whole time. And you also have a professional coach that's certified. That helps you stay within your realm and your goals, so you never overtrain nor do you undertrain, which is the other bad thing.
So you get that double benefit. You get the group atmosphere and energy, but you get the personal attention.
Exactly,
And
yes.
I think that's key, having, like you said, a coach. I like that term.
Yeah.
When you're working out, that's what really keeps you motivated.
So
Exactly.
speaking of coaches and the personal attention, what drew you into personal training?
I remember in high school I hated running, but I realized I didn't like running because I wasn't good at it. So in college,
Isn't that funny? Yeah.
exactly. So in college, I trained myself to run just 1 mile. I just wanted to get 1 mile. And when I ran that 1 mile, the feeling I got, if I could give it to people, I would. And that's when I decided to go into exercise, because that was a great feeling. And if I could make everybody feel like that, my job's done.
Oh, that's so nice. That's really motivating to be able to share. You know, it's a good feeling. Sometimes people have a hard time getting started.
Exactly.
And so when they can get in there and get that feeling and start seeing some results, what a powerful thing.
And know that you've been there at some point too.
Exactly.
Where you had to start small and
Yes.
eventually get where you are.
Exactly.
So on those same lines, if people are not currently in a workout routine and they're looking to get started, give us some pointers. What do you think is maybe the most important thing to know?
Staying consistent, like just find something that works for you and stick with it. That for me is the most important thing, just consistency. And then results don't happen overnight too, so be realistic.
Yes.
So just give yourself time, you'll get better, your performance will increase, and then you'll notice that you've lost the weight, you're seeing your muscles like show through your skin and stuff like that. So staying consistent.
So maybe make consistency your goal rather than the weight loss or the
goal.
fitness.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because once you lose the weight, you've achieved your goal. What next, right?
Right.
So if weight loss is your goal, you're not gonna like stay with it. You're not gonna be consistent.
And plus the frustration of not seeing results immediately.
It can be very discouraging.
Right.
It is.
So where is Orange Theory, how do they fit in helping people stay consistent? Stick with it.
Well, we have a bunch of challenges that we're doing. We're currently doing a weight loss challenge where the winner gets $2,500. That in
Ooh.
itself is a motivator.
There's some motivation for you. Some cold
Exactly.
hard cash.
Exactly. So people coming in, working out 3 to 4 times a week. We also have peak performance week where we have little challenges built in within the workout. So I did one workout on Monday, was rowing the 500-meter row, fastest 500-meter row. That is in itself is a challenge. Yesterday was a holding a plank for the longest, and it went up to like 10 minutes. So
Oh my goodness.
right. So
That
there.
hurts my feelings more than my abs.
So like just little challenges like that bring people into the gym, and you want to see if you've improved from last year.
Oh my gosh, how much fun. Well, you guys are great. I encourage folks who are looking to start a new workout routine or just even get started with a workout routine to check out Orange Theory Fitness. I really mean it. I've heard so many great things about you guys. And just learning from all of you too. Every single one of you that I have met is super passionate about what you do and helping others. So thanks for that. That's really wonderful. This is DC from Orange Theory Fitness. We've got more Girl Talk coming up right after the break, so stick around. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are still here at the lovely Bella Domicile. We're in the showroom in one of the many beautiful kitchens. And we now have joining us, as we have been joining them all morning and all season long, we've got Abby Weiss and Kate Paulus, who are here with Bella Domicile. Thank you so much for finally coming on the show. We've been trying to get them on for a while, especially Abby. But thank you also. I think Janet and I, you have made us really feel like home when we've been here. The entire team is just a really, really wonderful team, so thank you for that.
Thank you. We always have fun when you guys are here.
We do have fun, yes we do. And we have gotten the opportunity over the last season and a half or so to talk about all these different beautiful kitchen styles and bathrooms that you've done. We've even had the opportunity to go into some homes and see the work firsthand, and it has been a complete treat. We're going to be talking about something a little more serious today, which is a campaign that you guys are working on called Give Back 2016.
Yes.
And if you didn't already think this team was fabulous, you are certainly going to think so now. Kate is the newest member of Bella Domicile.
I am, yes.
So give us, before we jump into this campaign, tell us how you joined this team.
Yeah, so I grew up in the Madison area, pretty much lived here my entire life. I attended University of Wisconsin, received my degree in interior design, and then I actually moved out to Washington, D.C., where I worked for a couple years in the design industry. And now I'm back here in Madison and fell into this, and it's been great. I couldn't be more thrilled to be a part of this family.
Oh, full circle. And you have traveled, my dear, too.
I have,
so
yes. So
landed
always
back
came back
home.
home. No, I love it.
That's awesome.
Well, welcome to Kate.
Thank you.
And let's get started talking about your Give Back campaign. Abby, go ahead and start filling us in. And our viewers.
Give Back 2016 is time volunteered all year round, and also giving back money to the Madison area. We want to help more in the community here.
And talk to us about, this is a movement, really.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you decide to get this movement underway?
It's funny. I was out in North Dakota visiting my dad, and I was driving back. It's like a 15-hour drive, and I'm listening to podcasts, and it just came to me. And I'm like, let's volunteer once a month, all year round, and then let's give back some of the money from our kitchen sold to the community. And I called Dan right away, and he's like, yeah, I think it can happen. Couple hours down the road, I'm like, let's make t-shirts. Let's sell t-shirts. The profits from the t-shirts will go back to charity. And it's just a spiral effect from then on. And then we made a commercial, and now we're here. So we're really excited about it.
What a fun process. And Dan, I should mention, is the owner,
Yes.
correct? So what a wonderful guy to be so open
know, it's
to
been
doing
great. Well,
that.
we did Design for a Difference, as you know, last year. And just how we felt when we saw those kids' faces, when they saw the respite center. It was so moving that we just knew we had to keep going with it.
Very rewarding.
So Abby, you mentioned that it's a campaign or a project where you'll be volunteering each month.
Yes.
Is that all year? When does
It's
it
all
start?
year. Yep.
When does
All
it
year
end?
and hopefully longer. So we are going to volunteer our time as staff here at a different charity or local organization every
So
month.
It's as a group, not like
Yep.
Abby volunteers here and you.
Correct. We're doing it as a team. So
Oh, that's
Yep.
Yeah.
really special.
It is.
Wow.
And not only that, but we're also donating 2% of all of our kitchen sales from the month of starting February 1st through May 1st.
Oh, that's so great.
So yeah, definitely.
And that's going to make a huge impact. And one thing that, Abby, you mentioned just a moment ago was you talked a little bit about your work with Center for Families and the Respite Center and what a huge difference it made over there. So tell us a little bit about why you chose Center for Families.
Well, Center for Families has so many different programs. They're not just the Respite Center. I mean, they go into homes and they make sure that children are developing at the stages they're supposed to. And they're really helping parents raise our future. And so we just felt that for our community in Madison, they were a great charity, nonprofit to work with.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I don't know if you got the opportunity to see the episode where we actually filmed at the redesigned, remodeled Respite Center at Center for Families. It was a tearjerker because we got to talk to not only Dan, the owner of Bella Domicile, joined us to share his experience in the project, but also getting the opportunity to see the folks at Center for Families and talk to them about what an impact it had made on the families that are a part of this organization. It just seems like they can never get enough help and enough things and enough volunteers, and they really serve a ton of people in our community.
It's a wide.
And like you said, a lot of different services that they offer. So a very, very special organization, and Bella Domicile has already had a large part in giving back to Center for Families. So this campaign, although a new campaign, giving back really isn't new to Bella Domicile.
No, it's not.
This is part of you
Yeah,
all.
we have so much fun doing it.
We still have a little bit of time left. Have you already started volunteering?
February we're doing the Allied, no we're not. February we have one, and then we're doing the Allied food pantry. We have the River Food Pantry coming up in February. We're going to do a Hammer with a Heart. We're going to do the Paint-a-thon. So we're getting them all scheduled up.
Doing the
and-
Shamrock Shuffle as a team,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
we're all going to
yeah.
run that.
So in Porchlight, we're working with Porchlight, but we also, because we're doing a group volunteer, some facilities want individuals. So there are a couple months that we're still trying to fill. So if there's organizations out there that even you know of, or somebody listening that needs group volunteers,
Yeah.
please give us a call.
Let us know.
Great tip. And you've mentioned a lot of really great organizations already just in that lineup. River Food Pantry is one of my favorites too. People don't know that they actually serve more folks in the Madison area than any other food pantry organization. I think they're one of the lesser knowns.
Yeah.
But they serve a lot of folks, and they're always in need of help. So another great organization to be helping. And like I said, if you have any suggestions as they move through the year of some organizations that you think are deserving and worthy of some financial help and some volunteering, gosh, there's got to be tons of them out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Some really wonderful give back efforts that you guys are doing. So proud of you guys and your team, and just thank you so much for having us, sharing this with us and with viewers at home.
And thank you for coming on and letting us share this with you.
Yes,
We appreciate
thank you
it. You
very
guys have
much.
always made us feel so at home. So
thank you.
Thank you.
This is Abby and Kate with Bella Domicile, and believe it or not, that's our show today. Thank you so much to all of our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching. Please join us next time.